But yeah, GamesCon. Not to dilute that, but so Xbox were there in full force. So there were some good things and some bad things with Xbox. So they've got this new Scorpio system, 4K, coming out in November. Awesome.
Still not called Scorpio.
It's not called Scorpio, but we're calling it Xbox One X, 1 plus 2.
No, it's the Scorpio. Fuck it.
We'll just call it Scorpio.
I'm going to get one just so I can stencil Scorpio over the top of it.
I think you need to get the PS4 Pro, and we need to get on Battlefront 2 player.
I'm getting on Battlefront because that's what I wanted to talk to.
Yeah.
If you want, I'm going to steamroll over you.
Battlefront
just came out with their new trailer.
Dick. Yeah.
Space battles.
Yeah, did you see that?
Space battles.
Man, that looks...
Space battles.
I'm not joking. That actually looks better than the films.
It does.
It looks better than the films.
Little bloody Kylo Ren running around, and then they have Darth Maul.
Yeah, it's everything you want.
Pre-cut in half.
No,
Darth
but the
Maul.
space, like, did you
and
see
the space battle?
when
they're hitting the bloody things.
It's nuts, and you're flying through the carrier just like everyone wants to.
Yeah,
firing missiles. You can be the Millennium Falcon. You could be every ship.
It looks
I think
so
in
good.
The squadron.
All 3 generations, they say.
Yeah,
which means no one's going to play any of them except the middle generation, which everyone likes.
Such a good job.
Yeah,
such a bloody good job.
Can't wait for that game.
Yeah.
There is something that came up though that I should have looked it up, but that's not my job. It's your job.
Well, I mean,
is the Shadow of War Microsoft exclusive? Is that
talking about
only on
Xbox?
You're
talking about Mordor?
The Lord of the Rings?
No, it's not.
It's not.
So it's just they just used it to showcase the console. However, because Microsoft showed it off, I wouldn't put it past them like favoring them like with the new console. It's probably going to be in like true 4K, and they're going to spend
because I saw there was a special like edition one.
Yeah,
like you order early and you get like a special ring rate or something.
Oh, they might have a little thing like that, but it's not going to be much different. It's not like it's coming out
because Battlefront have one of them too.
So Battlefront have one early PS4.
Yeah, you get the elite trooper thing.
Do those things appeal to you? They don't really appeal to me too much.
They don't, but I'm getting it.
Oh yeah,
hands down.
Oh, you're getting Shadow of Mordor as well. Yeah?
That's the thing. The Shadow of Mordor. I was like, do I have to get both consoles?
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
I'll do it if I have to.
No, you don't. No,
but I don't.
It'll be on both. It'll be on both. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Because I do have a lot of loyalty to Microsoft, and I'm
terrified
that will happen is I'll get a PlayStation, and then I'll be like, cool, man, I can't wait. I'll come down and see you. We'll play this, and you're like, that's not on PlayStation.
That's not on PlayStation.
Like,
what were you thinking?
That's okay. Then we'll play this one. That's not on PlayStation either. I'm like, that's all I know. It's
What have you bought?
All I need is Star Wars. That's on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yeah, that's going to be on everything.
And all the EA Sports. That's on everything.
Yeah. FIFA 18.
But I do like that Shadow of War. That's not.
That's on everything as well. Don't worry.
Right.
Don't worry. You can hold me to that. I've said it on the podcast.
It's done.
If it's not
episode 20, I can remember that number.
If it's exclusive to Xbox, I will buy you the game. I'll just buy you the game.
So. I'll buy you the game.
So,
if it's exclusive to Xbox,
console,
I'll buy you the game.
I'll buy you the game.
You go.
So I'll just take
you can
take
sleep
the piss.
with it.
Nice green case for the blue console.
I also like the green cases. I don't like PlayStation Blue. I said it.
Color racist.
I am a color racist. It's probably because I'm colorblind.
You're wearing a
blue
shirt right now.
I like the blue shirt, but when I'm looking on the Amazon,
yeah,
and they got the green box and they got the blue box. I like the
Shallow
green box.
Prick. Digital downloads.
Shallow prick.
Those boxes are plastic.
I got edges. I know what things mean.
Plastic bodges. Bodges?
Bodges.
Plastic boxes. You're ruining the fucking planet. It's you. It's all you.
I'll tell you what it is. My Blu-rays.
Have you got Blu-rays?
No, I don't actually. But if I had Blu-rays, they would be blue.
Yeah.
And that's nice for me.
They are, yeah.
If I have a PlayStation, that's also blue. That pisses me off because I'm an OCD and I'm like, green is the game.
That's good. They nice blend in together.
No, exactly. I don't want that. I don't want to be searching for Lord of the Rings movie and end up getting the game. I'd look like an idiot. I would look like an idiot.
But why don't you just read the fucking label that says game or the PS line?
So now we're getting into it, Alex. I can't read, all right? I like the fact that the green one is the game
I had my doubts.
And the blue one is we've gone so far away from what we were talking about. Star Wars looks great.
Yeah, Star Wars looks great.
And I'll get the PlayStation. It's out November something.
I've got the exact date here.
Let me go to it. But that might be Thor Ragnarok.
November the 14th.
14th.
But Call of Duty is out November the 3rd.
Oh, that's the one I was thinking of. And then, November we've got Call of Duty,
Battlefront 2.
Battlefront, Thor Ragnarok, and then Justice League.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking that month off.
December, we've got Wolfenstein 2, which looks sick. Got Blade Runner the film, Blade Runner VR as well.
Blade Runner's October.
Yeah.
I think you're screwed. Oh, did you say? I
said
December.
October. No, I'm saying October.
Also,
Wolfenstein
as well as
2.
not being able to read, I can't hear. I'm deaf.
December, there's a new game I've added to my list. Doom VR. So the whole Doom, the new Doom game, which was awesome. I played all the way through that.
Yeah.
Bringing it out in VR fully. The whole game's just in VR. Apparently, it's just sick. Also in November is Fallout on
When's
VR
my Skywings coming out?
What the fuck's Skywings?
I don't know. I just made it up. The airplane one, Pilot Wings, Air Wings.
That's only on Ace Combat.
Ace Combat, yeah.
That's only on PlayStation VR, which had a price drop. PlayStation VR, you can get the PlayStation VR, the stick things, and the camera. I think all for $399 now. So,
right.
I
don't know if I'll get it.
They're bringing themselves down to like,
which is weird because we're the VR podcast, but VR isn't PlayStation. It's PC.
Yeah, PC is where it's at, and it's like top quality. Like apparently, a lot of people are asking, "Is Gorn going to come to PlayStation?" The developers have got something against PlayStation. They're just like, PlayStation VR. They're just like, no, we'd never bring it to this.
It just doesn't have the power.
It doesn't have the power. Like if you use the PlayStation VR,
and you've got a beast of a machine.
Yeah,
like even a regular PC doesn't have the VR level.
No way.
Like they say, this Samsung is like a VR thing. You can put the goggles on.
You can put the goggles on, but
I'm not getting VR on my phone.
It's gonna be like a super. Once you've used a really good experience like we have, you don't want to use anything else. You just be like, what the fuck's wrong with this?
Exactly. It's the same as like having a game on,
on your iPhone,
and then you play it on the PlayStation.
Yeah, because
I'm not
I think like
what
did they bring out on the iPhone? Tekken. I love Tekken. They brought out Tekken 7 on the iPhone. I was like, this is awesome. But then I was playing it, and it's like swipe to move forward. And I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm going to go to the.
Although to be fair, I played because I was away for a week there. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I was away and I got
Australia.
I was not Australia, no. But I had a new phone. I was on Madden. I was on the new Madden mobile game.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big NFL guy, but it's a lot of fun to play, and it looks better than I remember.
Is it an actual? Do you play arcade style, or is it more like you manage the team?
Have you ever played Madden?
No, not really.
You play. It's like it is in the game. Like I remember playing it on whatever not Super Nintendo, PlayStation. Or whatever.
Yeah.
And like you control the guys on the field, and you make your passes, and you make your plays, and all that.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, this is a free game on my phone, and it's amazing.
Do they have like the in-game buy-ins or whatever?
Yeah, bunch of that shit. It's like, pay $240 and get all these tokens. I'm like, $200. I'll just buy a PlayStation for that, mate. Some of that things. Like
I'm never going to do this.
There was another game I found. It was like a tower defense thing, just purely to pass the time when I was on the plane.
Sure.
And I'm thinking, I'll just play this. And I was like, I wish I had a couple more gems. And then I went to the shop, and the gems were like $1.50 for 10 gems. $6.99 for 120 gems. And then it was like I had 1,000 gems for $120. I'm like, $120.
Who is doing this?
What is your problem that you're so obsessed with being like, I have to get to the next level on this game?
Yeah. But it happens, man. It's addictive. Gaming is addictive.
Like
it's like smoking.
They're not putting that in there if someone's not paying.
Oh, of course, yeah. Someone's done that. And
like the game's not amazing. It's just a stupid bloody game, which is like boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is insane. This is the world we live in, where people get so hooked on the game.
Yeah.
They will pay more money for that than it would cost to buy a full version HD 4K video game.
I was playing PlayerUnknown, and they've got these new crates for GamesCon, and you can buy these so you unlock them with your in-game points. So every time you like win a round or you kill someone, you get points, and you can buy these crates. So I was buying the crates. So I was like, I'll buy a GamesCon crate, but you need a key to open it. I'm like, I'm not gonna pay for a key. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sell the crate on the Steam. Steam's got its own marketplace. I'll sell the crate, and then I'll pay for keys to open the crate, kind of thing like that. I started getting into this fucking selling of the crates. Yeah. I made like $20 through crates. And then I'm like, okay. And I was like, I need to play more so I can sell the crate for $2. I said, it's $2. Yes. But I was like, I'm just going to stay up another hour so I can sell this crate for $2, And then, I was getting kind of into it. And then eventually I bought some keys. I opened those crates. I just got like dusty shoes, shitty gloves, you know, because there was that one chance that I'd get the skirt for $500 skirt, or I think there was like a balaclava for like $700 or something. I was like, come on! I opened like 3 crates, and I was just like, nah, I'm not doing this.
Blue shirt.
So.
It's like, fuck this.
I know, a blue shirt. Where's the red one, which I accidentally sold?
Oh, my lucky red one.
Going back to the original thing of GamesCon,
Elon Musk.
And Elon Musk and Tony Stark. So Xbox were there in force. However, something happened. I think it was a day or two before the conference.
Tell me it blew up. The whole place.
They kind of blew it. There's a game that was coming out. It was supposed to come out this year, and it was going to be launching with the system. It's called Crackdown 3.
You told me about this.
So, yeah.
You recommended me this.
Yeah, and
just like you recommended me Shadow of War, which
and
you
Terry
have to buy
Crews
me.
was on like the TV ad for it and stuff. They delayed it. They keep delaying these until next year, like spring next year. So everyone's just like, is this game going to come out? And also, it was one of the flagship games to the new console. So everyone's like, well, what can you play on this new console that I can't on the other, which is going to like really show it off? And they're like, maybe Forza 7, but Forza 7 is just going to run in 4K. But apparently, it runs really well on the original Xbox anyway. So it's not really coming out with any game which is going to be like, oh, I need to get that console for that. So I just don't know why.
That is painful.
I think Xbox must have gone to the studio and gone like, how's it going, guys? How's Crackdown? Because it's been going for like 3 years. Like they've been showing.
Oh yeah, these are like
Hollywood
movies now. These things take years
and
to develop.
They must have just been like, fuck, we can't show this off at Gamescom and we're going to delay it.
Yeah.
So that wasn't a good thing. One of the saving graces for it though is they did show off because they keep talking about 4K. So if you've got a 4K TV, they showed off and they announced 100 games on Xbox One, which are all going to run in 4K. So like Tomb Raider and like all these older games like Battlefield and stuff, but they're all going to run in exactly what they said, 4K, and they look like friggin' good. The only thing is, are people playing all the games, or do they just want the new ones? So like Battlefront 2 isn't going to run in 4K because it's like a brand new game. It just can't. It'll run like pretty well, but so it's just older games. So if you haven't played Battlefield 4 or Battlefield 1 yet or something, then that will run in 4K for you, like an older game. So that's kind of cool, I guess. And like if
the older game thing for me was always just service to the people who've already bought your console.
Yeah.
But like, I'm going to go out and I'm buying a PlayStation 4 Pro.
But you want like the latest games, probably.
Yeah, but I'm only buying that so I can play Star Wars with you.
Yeah. So
probably going myself as well.
Yeah.
But mostly, like, that's it. Like, I'm not going out to buy the PlayStation Pro so that I can play the game that I already have on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah, the older ones. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's the same with like that's why I'm asking about the Xbox exclusives, the new ones, because I'm like, why would I buy an Xbox to play Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah,
I have Red Dead Redemption. I have an Xbox 360.
Exactly. Yeah,
I can play it on that.
Yeah.
It's not going to cost me $700.
That's what Microsoft are missing the mark. They're not bringing out exclusive games. Yeah. And then I read a headline the other day. A new Uncharted game came out. And it's with this like a lead.
It doesn't have to be exclusive. Like, because I know Star Wars Battlefront's coming out on
Xbox
One.
Yeah.
So the only reason I'm getting on PlayStation is because you have it on PlayStation.
Yeah, it's where your friends play, basically. Yeah.
But if you're not bringing out a brand new top of the line game with your new console, what are you selling it on?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not coming in brand new. Like, the Pro's not new. I'm not brand new on that.
Yeah.
But the point is, like, I'm going that way because the brand new game is with it.
Exactly, yeah. And
I'm not just going to go out and buy it. So what the hell is Microsoft thinking?
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. They need more. But they do need more exclusive games as well, because even PlayStation, they had
Halo's run its course.
But they announced like there is going to be a new Halo, but you won't see it until next year. It's just like, but we knew there was. We knew there was going to be a Halo, Forza, and Gears of War. Those are their 3 games.
That's what you're holding on to.
It's like that's all they're holding on to. But in a way, Halo and Gears of War are kind of the same game. It's just like some brute.
I like Gears of War more than Halo. I've never liked Halo.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
I like Halo multiplayer, but
yeah. Either game I'm not like a huge fan of, but
Forza, I wouldn't buy an Xbox for Halo. I never have.
Forza's coming out on PC. I'm quite interested in that, and that's out next month. That's out in September actually, so real soon. But
That's a
anyway,
great game.
so
It's a
the
great
bad
looking
thing is Crackdown, like cancelling that, and then not really kind of bringing the games, like new, fresh games. Like, hey, I can only play that there, or I can play that first at least. Like that Shadow of Mordor. If they said like you can play this at Christmas and it'll be out on PlayStation in January, that's a good thing. You know, people will be like, fuck, I want to play a Lord of the Rings game at Christmas, and then suddenly all your friends on PlayStation. How are you playing that? Oh, it's on Xbox. I'm going to go out and get one, you know? Little things like that. But they're not doing that. So the only other thing good that they're doing is like their backwards compatibility. So you can play like Xbox original games and Xbox 360 all on their console, and it looks and runs great. Whereas PlayStation, I've mentioned before, you can't play PlayStation 1 or 2 games, and you can only play a few PlayStation 3 games. But you could also argue that whoever has a new console just wants to play like the latest.
True.
Battlefront 2, and stuff
it's
like
a
that.
nice thing that I think PlayStation will probably incorporate going forward.
They will do eventually. They've got to, because there's some old school, like what's a like a PlayStation 1 classic. Like I'd probably want to play Tekken 1 just to see what it's like, you know, the original. But I can't. I need to literally buy a PlayStation 1 to do that. So yeah,
it's weird they can't figure that out. It seems like something that would be pretty easy.
It's to do with like emulation, and it might even have to do with like who published the games and whether you're allowed to emulate them, and maybe they have to pay for the rights or something. I don't know. They've got the money, so so that's kind of. And also, you said you're going to get a PlayStation Pro. I'd put money on November when Xbox drops the console. PlayStation Pro goes down $100 or $50,
and Black Fridays then.
So Black Friday as well.
But that's the only problem is that Black Friday is the end of the month.
Yeah,
and game comes out on the 18th.
Yeah, super close.
So it's a week. So maybe we'll have to wait a week.
Honestly, I think November. I think the console comes out November the 3rd. I think November the 3rd, PlayStation Pro, or the beginning of November, PlayStation Pro goes down $75.
Okay,
and it'll just be a slap in the face. They can do that.
Right.
So, but so we'll keep an eye on that.
And once that's it, we're gonna have a Twitch or whatever stream.
Yeah,
of me and you playing it all night.
Big time. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be like a
bring
proper.
it back to my childhood.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to get back to
playing Star Wars.
It's good to get back to like just bringing a game home, popping the disc in.
Yeah.
And suddenly it's like, oh, it's 3 a.m. Like, this has been a good game.
Pew, pew, pew.
I did that a little bit last night. So last night I downloaded a game called Destiny. So Destiny 2 is going to come out on the PC. Destiny 1 wasn't out on the PC. So I downloaded the beta. The beta's free. You can just give it a go. Man, I was really impressed with it. Like, it's made by the guys that did Halo, and it's also made by the guys that did Call of Duty. So I don't know, 5 years ago, there was like a big exit out of the Call of Duty office, and they formed this new studio. But man, I was really impressed with Destiny 2. It ran really well on the PC, and using a mouse and keyboard, which I love using, just to play a game like that, like it just felt really good. So anyone wondering how Destiny 2 is on PC, because they're probably used to a console, like download the beta. It's free to download. Give it a go. Super slick. Just runs really amazing. Even if you don't have a very good computer, I think it's going to run really nice. What was the other thing? Pub. Yeah, I wanted to get onto Pub. Player Unknown Battlegrounds.
That's what it's called now. That's our
Pub. Yeah, that is the official name that people say, like the slang name. But it's sold over. I actually told my brother that. I was like, I was messaging him and I said, I'm just playing Pub, and he was like, which pub are you at? He actually replied. He was like, which pub are you at? And I'm like, no, I'm playing the game.
It's the game. Is what it's called. You saw it at a touch.
Sold over 8 million copies. But here's the big one. It's now overtaken that game I was talking about, Dota 2.
You said that was the top of the Steam charts.
I know. Yeah. So now it's the most played game on Steam. So I'm going to go on my phone right now, and we'll be able to see how many people are playing it right now. So we know that it's sold over 8 million copies. But this is the cool thing with Steam, is you can go onto stats. So I'll go into stats.
Can you see your screen there? It seems very small out. Like if you want to use my screen, which wraps around the edge of the phone.
Funny enough, Dota's back in the lead there, but Player Unknown, no, it's not back in there. Player Unknown's still leading. So Player Unknown right now there's 300,000, but sometime today, 887,000 people were playing at the same time.
All in the same game.
In the same
biggest, greatest game of murder ever.
It's just nuts.
That's a lot of games.
I still find a game like super fun.
Because there's 100 people a game. It's 300,000 people playing right now. So that's 30,000 games are happening right now.
Yeah.
30,000 winner chicken dinners happening.
Yeah, I still go into forums and people are posting their first chicken dinner. Like, I've got it. Some guys are like, I've played it for like a month. Some guys have played it for a week. Some guys have been like, I've played this since the beginning and still haven't had a chicken dinner. So I think I got mine after like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
so
we get it out.
Feel proud.
Yeah.
So
you were just basically playing it once every couple of hours as well. You didn't really try. You were just like...
I don't even know what my hour count is. Probably up to 50, 60 hours now. Maybe more. But
Can't
it's
be
just
56.
a great
It was
game.
50, 60 last time I talked to you 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's into the hundreds.
But man, it's still a fun game. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a fun game. If you load it up and you're like, I fancy playing this. I fancy doing an hour or two. And sometimes I have a game where I'm like wandering around for like half an hour. I've seen one person shot him. The next like 20 minutes is nothing, and you just get shot in the head. And I know some people, I've got a friend that would get so pissed off with a game like that, he'll just switch it off and be like, I'm done with this game.
Stupid
I don't like
game,
it.
anyway.
Yeah.
It's got
stupid
graphics.
I'm just like, click it.
Yeah.
Let's go again. I'm going to get those fuckers. So.
But that's what was his name? Crap, I forgot his name. The guy who made the Metal Gear Solid series.
The guy with the K. Yeah, I know.
Hidearo. Whatever.
Yeah,
Someone's shouting it out there. You guys know.
Yeah.
He created the Metal Gear Solid series. Does lots of games like that.
Yeah.
He always wanted to make a game where you get one go.
Right.
So you play the game, and if you die, the game shuts down and you can never play it again.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I brought it up before when we were talking about Battleground. But his point was, you need games need you to have something invested.
Yeah.
And the more invested you are, the more you appreciate the game.
Yeah.
Because nowadays, like you said, you could play Halo or Call of Duty. You just endless recycles.
Well, that's the thing. You
Just
die
go,
and you
go.
don't really care. Whereas this one, it's like, I've invested 20 minutes of something.
A lot of games today, in that vein, are very much war of attrition. You can complete the game if you just keep playing. If you just get one more stage, one more checkpoint, one more thing, you get it. Whereas this, like, for a lot of the players who might have grown up with that, this is a whole new thing of like, oh, I don't get anything. I don't get a reward. Can I get like the gun I got? Like, no. Back to zero. Back to trying. Back to being thing. And then when you do get the winner chicken dinner moment, you just love it. Like, it's so brilliant. Like, I bet when you got it, like you were saying, there was the two of you left.
Man, my hand was shaking, and then I remember my wife was there, and she was just like, "Where is he? Where is he?" kind of thing. And I was like zooming in, and I remember my hand. I was just like, I can't speak to anyone. I can't. That's why we tried a podcast on it, and you can't really talk because you're so tense.
You're listening to every sound.
When I did see him, I was like clicking, like you know. And to be honest, it was like 50-50 kind of. Like, he could have just shot me in the head, and I think I just got the last click in and got him. But the other thing about that game is it's early access. So it's a $30 game. That's a great price point for a game. It's not $80. $30 is much more appealable to like students as well and stuff. And it's for you to try their game out. Hey, it's not finished. It might be buggy. But let us know. And when it is buggy, we'll fix it. And also, if you have a recommendation, hey, the car should have horns, or you should be able to climb through that window. That's what it's all about. It's about the community, and that's what these guys have been doing. So they've got like, they're going to reach 10 million, like I'd say, in like 2-3 weeks.
Well, we've praised Pub a lot, so now it's time to give them a kick.
Kick in the face.
You said they're delayed.
They are, well, I wouldn't say delayed, but basically every week they update. They have a patch every week, and now they've said, like, we can't do these patches every week because our quality assurance is going down. So they're saying, we're just going to patch it whenever we can. So it's been 2 weeks since they even released that statement. This has been 2 weeks of silence. So, and then it is being delayed until, they said, still Christmas, so it's still going to be 2017. But and then people have been asking about the Xbox version. So that is the one Xbox thing. Yeah. So Xbox have that exclusive for a certain amount of time. Right. It will come to PlayStation, but it might, like, say it will come to PlayStation in, say, March, but you'll be able to play it at Christmas on Xbox. However,
see, that might
if
be
you're
enough
going
to
to have
sway me.
If you're going to have, and that's what they need. You see, those are the games they need. So I don't mind. Like the fact that you want to go to Xbox because of that, that's exactly the kind of stuff they need, you know?
Yeah.
And it's only like, again, get Shadow of Mordor on there as well.
Yeah.
Get like a new Halo, but launch it with your new bloody console.
Yeah, if you're not launching with the console, like
people don't
you're
know
just
what's
gonna have
going
this
on.
box in the store, and you're gonna have like parents or whatever being like, "Oh, I should get John an Xbox."
So I've got this one and this Xbox and this Xbox. What's the difference? Oh, they play the same games. What does this one do? Oh, it does $200 more.
Yeah, that's exactly what it does.
But then, have you got a 4K TV? Yes. Okay, then you should go for that. And for someone like you, who I know wants to get one around Christmas or whenever, that probably is the choice you should go, because 4K and just future-proof yourself.
The future.
I wanted to talk about as well, you were talking about deaths. So when you die, you're gone.
I was talking about death. I'm a very morbid prick.
We always just talk about
don't you hate death?
Darkness. There's a game on PC on PlayStation, exclusive to PlayStation and PC, but called Hellblade, and it's actually quite a depressing game about mental health. But you play this woman, and she's battling like these voices in her head. However, there's a really cool concept in the game. I think you would like it. Again, one of my mates would fucking hate it. So she gets taken over by these voices. Like the more the voices, I guess you play through a single player and the voices get to her and stuff. But when you die in the game, your skin turns black a little bit. There's like these tentacles coming up your arms and stuff. The more you die, the more they take over your body. And if you die too many times, it kills you and erases your saves, and you start from the beginning of the whole game. Ooh. However, if you play through the game and you haven't died for a while, you heal up. And when I say heal up, it could be like, I haven't died for an hour, so you're completely healed. But then suddenly, I can only die like maybe 7 times, and then the darkness has taken me. But can you imagine being near the end of the game and you're like, oh my god, darkness.
Yeah, exactly. The tension levels go right up.
Very difficult decision to put that into your game, but they did. I don't know if it's an option to say turn that off. I don't think it is.
I think games have to go that way little bit.
Yeah, it was creative. I like it.
Or at least for one of the most popular games I haven't played, it was Mass Effect.
Oh yeah,
1 and 2, and then 3 got shit kicked because because the whole point of Mass Effect was that you make a decision and then it has an effect afterwards. You're trying to save the universe, you're trying to save X, Y, and Z planet, and if you save planet X, you don't get to use Y and Z ever again.
Yeah.
So you're on this constant race of saving the universe, and as you do it, becomes this quest that can only be done the way you're doing it. It loops around, and if you don't save this particular sector of the universe, well, then you don't get access to their spaceships or whatever.
Yeah.
So that means you can't do this side mission or whatever. So you get to make your own path. But apparently in 3, it all just ends up in the same thing. No matter what fucking sequence, you end up in the same 3 fucking moments, and it ends the exact same way.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what was the point in the game?
Yeah, it's just I wanted to have a different ending because I did all those things to work up to it.
So I think games have to sort of, because they're so big and they get so much into it, they have to go one of those 2 ways now. It's either ramp up the tension where everything's going to matter a lot, or make sure the game is very individualized.
Totally.
So that when you're playing your game, it matters to you.
Yeah, you need to have an experience where you play a game and you're like, I climbed up the dinosaur's back and then I stabbed him in the head and I jumped down, but then there was 3 other players from online there, and I'm like, I never had that experience. I went the right way. I went right. I was down in the sewers and stuff like that, and it's we had 2 completely different gameplay experiences. And if you had the same one each
because
time,
for me that's what separates it from being a movie. It's the experience factor.
Yeah.
And if you look at the most popular games, World of Warcraft, PlayerUnknown's, these are games that do that. Where nobody's ever going to play World of Warcraft like you did.
Yeah.
No one's going to be able to say, I remember when I got this sword and I got this mission and I met these people and we went on this quest.
Yeah. It's got to be unique to you each
time.
So.
And the PlayerUnknown's is the other flip side of everything matters.
Yeah.
If you get shot, that's it. It's game over, reset, go again.
Yeah. That's what that's my favorite thing about it. Shot, grey screen, you're done.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And there's no spectate either. And then another one is there's a long weekend coming up here, so I'm thinking about getting into. Do you know the game Quake? Do you know? You must know the name. Quake. Yeah. Quake
it's like
is
a
very
Doom
PC
kind of game. Isn't it?
It's done by the guys that did Doom and everything. But
that's probably why it's a Doom type game. Yeah. Now I think about
it. Actually, funny enough, they released an update and you can play as the Doom character in it. But I'm probably going to buy Quake. There's this thing called Quake Champions, and it came out on early access, just like Pub is on early access. So I think it's $40 or $30. And you can try the game out, but it's done by a big studio, the guys that did Doom, obviously. But it just looks fun. It's going to bring back some like childhood memories and stuff. But you just play in an arena. It's a very fast-paced shooter. So I'll give my impressions of that next week. But
cool.
I'm thinking about loading that up because Destiny, I think the beta ends towards the end of the week, and then I'm always going to be playing Pub. That's a great game. They're always
you
updating
still twitching?
It, so.
I don't know if you're twitching or not.
Haven't twitched as much, no. So
gotta twitch yourself more.
Got old Twitch. And then just the other stuff was we did some VR, which you guys will see a lot more of that coming out. But I just thought we can chat about some of our things. So we played Lone Echo. Lone Echo is, for me, like the next step up for VR. So it's very hard to show, like we talk about this so much, it's very hard to show you guys why VR is so fun. Hopefully in our videos you'll see that because we've got a webcam, you'll be able to see us kind of waving around and stuff. So, but Lone Echo, for me, the reason why that's like next generation is you get to see your arms, like all of your arms and your legs. So you kind of float through space, you're on a space station, there's an anomaly outside, and you've got to find out what it is. It's got some great voice acting. It's got kind of like elements of a bit like Covenant in it, right, on the space station.
It does, yeah.
Also like sunshine and stuff like that. But anyway,
it
it's
looks
cool.
great too, and like the design of it, nothing looks like crappy and blocky.
Yeah.
Everything looks like someone sat down and designed this, and there's money behind it, and it's a game. Like it looks like a game.
Yeah. Every other experience we've played has always been, apart from like Batman and a couple other ones, have been like, hey, here's an experience.
They still seem very much like
you're restricted where you go.
Like this is where you are, this is what you're dealing with.
Like a demo. Whereas this was like, you can float over here, and you're floating because you're in zero gravity. So if you push off like a surface and look down, you'll see your legs kind of float behind you, and then all your arms. That just really just makes you connect to that world. So that's just sweet. And also my favorite thing is in one of the rooms there's the 3 seashells from Demolition Man. So you'll see our impressions on that game. What was the other one? Google Earth. That's super cool, and being able to change like the time of day, so you can like when you go down to your destination, it might be like nighttime, but if you just hold your trigger onto the sky and move your hand, the whole friggin' environment, the whole world, just basically turns to dawn or dusk. Oh, wow. With just swinging your arm.
It's good for the megalomaniacs out there.
Oh, yeah.
I control everything!
Yeah, just on top of a cliff top. Bow to me.
Bow to me, peasants.
And then what was the other one? Just the last thing is Valve, those guys from Steam. They are experimenting with next generation hand gloves. So basically,
Minority Report.
Basically, they got this new glove, which is awesome. It fastens to your hand, so it doesn't feel like it's almost like Velcro on the front of your hand, so it doesn't feel like you're holding a glove, and then or a controller. Sorry, so you just got your hands and they're free, and then it's got sensors on them, so you can move your individual fingers. So when you do grip, you are gripping something because there is something in the palm of your hands.
Gotcha.
But it's not dangling or relying on you to hold it there. So the advantage of that is with Oculus right now, we're always holding on to something.
You constantly got like a grip.
Yeah, you're always gripping. But then when you do pick something up, it feels great. With this one, it's like
you're just walking around and then you pick it up.
And you pick it up. But also with Oculus, really you've got like 2 fingers you can control and the rest of them are triggers. With this one, it's every single finger. So that's going to be sweet.
Yes.
They've already demoed it and it looks awesome. So yeah, you'll see lots more VR stuff. In fact, most of the gaming stuff we've got coming is VR, but we do have some pub stuff and all that lot. But yeah, that is the gaming portion there. Hey guys, thanks for listening. If you like what you heard, click the subscribe button.
Yeah, and as always, you can check out the full episode on iTunes, or here it's going to be posted usually every weekend. Thanks for listening.
Oh yeah.